Today's gonna be the best day I've had all year. It's spring break, and I'm spending the day going around Harvard. I'm going to the art museum. It's my second time here, but I like this visit better, because today it's a date with a pretty girl. She flew out to see me, and I'm showing her all the new spots I found since I last saw her. We gotta hang up our coats. I actually like doing this. I picked number 53 because that's my gym locker. It feels lucky. I've been waiting a while to show her all the paintings I like. She picked up a map, but I already know what rooms I want to show her. I like European art, and they have a lot of it here. I like this one, it's Italian. I could stare at it all day. It's interesting, because if you look close, you can see where they painted over. I used to paint a lot, so I look at stuff like this. Today she realized that she really likes dark paintings. I do too. I wish I knew why. Right now she's telling me about this Van Gogh painting. It turns out he gave it to his friend. But the guy wouldn't talk to him afterwards, and then he sold the painting. I guess big shots can lose friends too. I wonder what happened. Now we're walking to see the Greek stuff. I wonder what it took to get your head on one of these coins. I bet they were big shots too, bigger than Vinny. These remind me of Hercules. I like that movie. She's funny sometimes. She found a painting and she decided that it was her favorite. It's a really dark one. I like it too. It turns out it's right next to my favorite painting in the museum. That was really fun. It's one thing off our bucket list. Now we gotta get our coats before we leave. I got an appointment today. I gotta see the doctor about my skin. I used to work construction and I used to get some pretty bad sunburns. So while I go get checked out, she's gonna get some coffee. I just got out of my appointment. I'm meeting her at Tate. She always wants to go here. I think it's all the TikTok she watches. I found her in the back, and I told her about how my appointment went. So the doctor said she thinks it's something else. I thought it was sun damage, and she thought, well, I think it's probably this other thing. So she gave me a prescription. I really like my doctor here. She's really honest with me. If I ask her a question and she doesn't know the answer, then she'll tell me that. And it makes me trust her more. I think that's a good thing. We're going to this bookstore now. I like coming here. I wish I could read everything. I found this book and it took me back. I used to be a student at Boston University. Now I'd visit Cambridge and walk around Harvard Yard. And I'd imagine what it must feel like to go to an Ivy League. Because I wanted to. Pretty bad too. Just like the kid in this book. And I decided that I'd keep working until I made it to one. I wanted to teach myself everything. I went to the library and I picked up textbooks I couldn't understand. I wanted to be a rocket scientist back then. So I started reading about rockets. And I used what I learned to design a rocket nozzle. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do something hard. And it worked. Because that project helped me transfer to Columbia. Then I ended up here for grad school. And it taught me that I had to pick up challenging projects to make it to where I wanted to be. I met this guy Jake and he had the same idea. He runs this company called Ivy Brothers. And they teach high school kids how to develop projects, like building apps or neural networks. And those projects help them apply to college. Kind of like my rocket project. And they have people who used to work in the admissions office at Ivy Leagues. And they can help students with essays and internships. You can schedule a consultation by visiting their website. We've always talked about going to this place called Dumpling House. And today we finally did. I like dumplings. I hope these were worth the wait. We're gonna get some noodles on the side. There's so many options. And while we wait, she's telling me stories about how she used to work in food service.
7 a.m. we put the lettuce in the sink with ice in the water. We would leave them floating without the core. We would take the core out, it would be floating, I think upside down. And then the water would like kind of go in, and then it'd be crunchy.
The food's here now. This is fun. We get to share. I like coming out to restaurants. My family always went to restaurants on Sunday mornings. I want to keep that up. Maybe that's why I like doing this so much. After she eats, she always has this routine. It makes me laugh, because guys are a lot simpler. Afterwards, she thought it'd be funny if she showed me the stuff in her bag.
We have Glossier. We have Summer Fridays. And we have a lipstick. Trash. AirPods for the tree. My wallet. And this. That's what's in my bag.
I like to get dessert afterwards. I'm taking her to this boba shop. It's called Kung Fu Tea. I don't like boba too much, but I always like walking into these. They're really fun shops. She always gets a mango drink. I actually think I'm allergic to mangoes. They used to give me an itchy throat when I was a kid. I thought it was normal. I mentioned it to her a couple years ago, and she told me that means I'm allergic. It's kind of funny looking back, because most fruits make my throat itch. It's alright though, I'll tough it out. We have to catch a train now. Sometimes you have to wait 20 minutes for it. So I always hope I don't miss it. But I take my chances. I have this bad habit of stopping by CVS. I've been coming here to pick up chocolate. I just want something to eat on the train, because the ride is so long. And I always end up getting a Twix. I hope you don't miss the train.
You missed the train because you wanted chocolate.
You can't always win. We did groceries after we got home. She's been having me watch The Bachelor. It's a show about this guy who's trying to find a wife. And all the girls can take him out on dates. And some of them pick fancy restaurants. And others do horseback riding. But the one girl he really likes just took him to do groceries. I like that. It's simple. It's a good way to enjoy your time with a nice girl. This really was the best day.